delay. So, hello people. What is up? Welcome. Sorry about that. I could feel it. I knew that something about that corner over there. I always get disconnected. So, I just went and got a Red Bull. I gave up on Dunkin'. Just got a Red Bull and some cigarettes. Anyway, the people were wondering, why would this huge, powerful, successful alpha male conservative ultra mega influencer, Elijah Schaffer, what could he be doing arguing with a little hag like Ruby? Well, apparently he's down in the dumpster with us, folks. He's down in the dumpster with us, so that's why. Well, it's not why. His behavior's been a beautiful sociological kind of display. And for the people, I did watch a bit of Dead Man, and he seemed to not really understand how there's like an appeal to like analyze Boyd from like a sociological or anthropological point of view or perspective, which I mega disagree. Okay. So for the sociological perspective and for the fucking idiots, I dropped out of middle school, but let me school you. Sociology comes from the Greek word, or Latin, socius, which means society. And then logia, it comes from Greek, the word for knowledge. So it's a study of society and what knowledge that can give us about human beings. Anthropology is more looking at it in the broader scheme of like how humans are different from other animal species, how different societies arise and collapse over the years, and like analyzing and studying humans sometimes in a more ancient perspective that's not as relative to the now as a sociological perspective. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. Like, I really do find it interesting because it's like, what does the way that people behave on boys say about where we're at as a society? What I'm gathering is we're all sick. The people are broken, okay? The people are broken. They're addicted to everything, and we're all fucked. I even went to sleep at 12. You slept the day away. Oh, it's good. Good, get some rest. Oops. So anyway, even though I'm just a bitch out here, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm just a bitch out here. But I do like commentating on current events, figures, niche lolcow characters. As of right now, Elijah Schaffer is my favorite like lolcow character because his destruction, his self-destruction has been so spectacular, and he just keeps quadrupling down. And he's like a little boy who is just fucked and doesn't know what to do. So he put on daddy's tie and then lit up a cigar and said, "So nice not to have the bitches around, white guys." So underneath I said, "Is this your soft launch for being gay?" So that was strike one I did. And then I retweeted it and I said like, yeah, it must be so nice to be able to have all of the gay chem sex you want without having to worry about a pesky wife, children, career, purpose, meaning. You're like, you go, girl. But he did not like that. So he came at the roopster. He said I look trans. And I ain't talking F to M. He's saying M to F because I'm so masculine. And I ain't talking peyote. Rah! So ridiculous. The way that I act, I'm sorry. Anyway, let me look at chat. He's in an adult tantrum spiral. Let me show you the screenshot though, just to give you the... Because I just got off where like, it's a beautiful day. The snow's melting. I'm hype. And then, so I started up a stream. I'm like, let's go to Dunkin'. Let's just like frolic around New Haven. I wanted to talk about Dabbleverse because that comedian Stuttering John had this show last night that ended up being like the Dabbleverse 9/11. Like everyone was in fist fights. And I guess he gets clowned on for using notes during his shows. So someone ran up and tore up all of his notes, and then there was like 8 fist fights. So there will be no shortage of things to cover this Celebrity Sunday, but I can't wait till then. I can't wait till then. So I'll give you a little taste of what's to come. All right, let me put this down for a second. And sorry if I'm missing chat. It's like super bright out. I'm holding things. I'm walking. What's up, people? Hi, that lip color is beautiful on you. Thank you. I did it to try to take away attention from the massive zit that I have right now. But drunk off caffeine, I wish. But hi. Hi. Sorry, I was just using your you're good. Your garbage as a stage. Wait, so okay, I get that. The Roopster can't catch a break. All right, we got to set up camp somewhere else. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, let's just go far away right now and then regroup. Because the beautiful Korean woman just told me to get off her lawn. All right? It's like fucking the LA riots all over again. I'm getting shot down left and right by the Koreans. They love me. I'm acting crazy. Anyway. Hey, Telco Express. What's up? Forget. So, oh yeah, let me show you the exchange that we had. And I just saw it like right when I was leaving the store and had like a ton of notifications going off. So I'll have to look at them more. But I at least took a screenshot and I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this on the stream. Fucking of course, that's hilarious. Here, what's up, Stinky Bro? Or I'm sorry, Memorhoy. I totally read that wrong. He says, can you tell my brother that he please open the door. Open the door, son. Listen to your mother. Listen to your sister. Okay? Open the damn door. Here, let's just go into like a parking lot so I can pace around. I need a big stage for this, okay? I'm not gonna fit in the apartment for this amount of pacing. Anyway, let me show you the screenshot. You look like a transgender. I'm not an addict, so lay off, bitch. You believe the gay Jew, LMAO. Stop moral fagging. Go help real junkies. Get clean like your bio claims. Yeah, I'm trying to help you, bitch. I'm trying to help you, bitch. Sometimes you need that tough love. Sometimes you need that tough love to know what's up. And he's making horrible moves right now. Every move he's making is like, it's just, if you sat down with a team of the best, brightest minds in the world and like got them together and were like, all right, what would be the worst way to handle this scandal, the divorce and everything? We don't need to wonder what they'd create because we're seeing it in real time with Elijah Schaffer. Thoughts on Hipstar? I'm not familiar with them, I don't think. Is Telco Express actually Jack? No, it's not. No, I have no issues with me and Jack don't have any issues. Although I saw Jack been dropping some tough love of his own on Foreman. Unban Jamon, what the fuck is wrong with no? No. No, because he just keeps being a jerk and like kicks me when I'm down, and it's like I actually really don't. I'm not about it, and I keep accidentally mistaking these gremlins for actual human beings, and it catches me off guard every time, and I'm just done with it. All right. I'm sorry that the incest blonde isn't streaming enough for you, but I don't want it. Okay. What's up, big chica man? Easy Mac, hello from Scotland. Hello. Well, I'm here anyways. Damn it! It's fine. Third, I don't know. It's fine. Just don't be a jerk. But what else is new? I went to bed pretty early. I was up early. I was out. So I only just started seeing clips from last night of the comedy show that Stuttering John did. It was wild. It looked like a scene from a movie, honestly. It's hard to even explain it. Just like this comedian who's turned into a lol cow. He goes on stage. The audience is entirely filled with people who hate him. Not one person there is like a genuine fan. They're all there to troll him. So it's like yelling, people are throwing things, someone goes up and rips up his thing, and like, I don't know what his deal is, but it actually had me feeling kind of bad for him. Like, okay, he's an Asian comedian, he needs notes, okay? Like, sorry, he's not some young buck out there. Whatever, Ruby. I didn't see what you said at first, so I don't know what you're saying, whatever, too. Writer gets it. Rogan, you fill in those little gaps when the queen's on vacation. Exactly, all right? And it's fun, we love the spice, but like, it is kind of nicer when you guys all congregate in the pits of hell, you know, to go bond over incest, domestic violence, gambling, and porn. Giddy up. Giddy on up. Also, another thought on Mr. Deadman's stream. He does not understand my channel, I realized. Because, unlike the rest, I'm not trying to be something I'm not. When a chatter hurts my feelings, I am never, like, trying to pretend they don't. I don't got time for all that pretend shit, brother. And he was like, oh, she's doing this all wrong if she doesn't want Jeremy to know that she's hurt, that she got banned. And it's like, and then he also, the misframing of it as if I'm like going to try to sue every person. No, but when the people who've been harassing and stalking my family to the point where I had to get a restraining order talk about how me dying is great content, of course I'm going to send that to my lawyer because we want the RO extended so that they don't just come back and start this shit up again. That's it. And I made that so crystal clear. People are, and then I saw ECP in chat was like, I heard Ruby say she doesn't believe in God. She just likes reading the Bible. You got it so backwards, brother. I love God. I've had an intense spiritual experience ever since my soul was placed back inside of my body during fentanyl withdrawal 3 years ago. Okay? I'm not a fundamentalist. That's what I say. I read the Bible holistically and connect with it, and connect with the message that way. I don't believe that when God says you're at my right hand, he means that you're literally at his right hand. I don't believe when he says that I'm going to use your enemies as a footstool, he means he's going to literally do that. We know that it's a lot of parable, it's a lot of poetry, and there's debates for centuries that will go on for centuries to come. Okay, I'm not here to settle them. Okay, like, I'm newish to even trying to believe in this as someone who was a militant atheist before, would argue, would debate it, you know? I just don't know how you could get the take, I don't know, whatever. And I've also said, I know this is maybe too nuanced, but like, I don't think that humans can like perceive and describe God in a way that would be conveyed in like language. You know, like it's somewhat incomprehensible, but you can still have like a strong spiritual experience and, you know, and pray to Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and meditate on the wisdom that's been left there for us. And even though I'm a fucking jackass, fuck up, mentally ill fucking streamer idiot, I'm all that while trying to be something better, unfortunately. I'm just not it. You know, I'm trying to be it, but I'm not here to be some before and after channel. Much like French philosopher Montaigne, I'm just here to document my shit. I'm not trying to hype it up. I'm not trying to play it down. I'm just here to document my shit and fuck shit up with some other cool motherfuckers. Not the like absolute loser kid, stinky loser pile of losers who like all get erect at the thought of like kicking a puppy who has a broken leg. Like, fuck off. streaming is Jester? Yeah, facts. That's why I was considering even recently of like just maybe only doing more edited content, because that's what my channel started as, streaming. It definitely took me away from what my original content was and the vibe of the channel. But here we are, so I'm trying to make the best of it, and I'm addicted to streaming. I enjoy it. It also is lucrative to me. And it's something that I feel hopefully I can, build into something else, like having a higher quality podcast or something, and be able to travel more and just make better content. That's the goal, baby. Is it not? Are we confused? Lips are rubbing off on your teeth. Yeah, it's dangerous to wear red. I knew it was a risk, but I wanted to match my turtleneck. Okay. Did anyone in chat watch the dabbleverse thing, or are we still all too disconnected as different sectors? Because tomorrow, it's going to be called the Great Blend. Okay? The Great Big Blend. New universes colliding. Now this is what it's like when worlds collide. Baby. I feel like I'm in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, baby. Okay. Oh, now we're just looping back around to the scene of the embarrassment. Just watched Twin Flame Universe last night. I think the red looks great on top of the yellow. I do like that McDonald's coordination. I also, when you are someone who like chain smokes, drinks an obscene amount of coffee, etc., you gotta whiten the teeth sometimes. So I did, I re-upped my whitening strips, and I just started them again last night, because the results don't stay. Like, you have to touch it up every so often. Or you could make mega lifestyle changes, but I'm more of a taper kind of bitch. I want to taper for my taper, just slowly, so I don't go crazy. Honey, darling, I'm glad you've accepted that joke, considering I barely have teeth. Very kind of you. See, we can all have fun, baby. We can all have fun, okay? And we could joke around, but when I'm like bawling from the bottom of my soul, like on the precipice of making a major life change, and any addict knows those moments are fleeting, and you have to capitalize on it before you fucking regress back into addiction. And I failed. But even though it was me that failed and picked up the drug, I do blame you, baby. I blame you. I blame you. Ooh. That's why you're banned. Because of a little joke. And it wasn't even that harsh of a joke, but it's just like, I don't know. Life is hard for everyone. I'm just trying to get my life together. And of course it's discouraging that, like, I'm not on track with other people my age, I guess, There's things I've put off for years and years that I shouldn't have put off. And I did have a permit. And then, my life was flipped upside down the week that I was going to do my driving test. And I've just, I don't know. I guess it's just a loaded thought for me. And I just, like, there are a lot, I don't know, I'm concerned that I might be surrounded by demons sometimes. Like, there are a lot of people who have no humanity left at all, And it's like, even Deadman's was saying how it was funny that Jeremy almost died. I fucking hate Jeremy, but it's not funny to me when people die. Like, get me out of here. Whatever this is, fuck that. Okay, how's it going? That was your twin Montero. That's instead of crabbing, we go bagging, okay? Put the cans in the bag. I can't really see because it's so bright out. Driving is not difficult. It's not about the difficulty. It's about the documents that I never have. So I have to, once again, like order whatever. I have my expired state ID. I'm hoping that's enough. And I have my social security card, but I don't have like my birth certificate and all this stupid shit. And also, I never was in a position until recently that I could even afford to even think about having a car. And I usually had like a roommate or was dating someone who had a car. So it just, even today I can Uber wherever. It doesn't, I live 1 block from my job. And I think we should all be happy that I wasn't on the road during the party years. Like, what are we even getting at? Like, what's up, Lala? How's it going? Also, we might be getting some celebrity appearances tomorrow. I've been talking to some LCU defectors. Also, Lynx is back in the picture. Well, she's back in the Discord. But, you know, maybe she would be interested in participating and we can maybe talk about some things and maybe clear up misunderstandings that happen, because I just, yeah, our fallout, and it's like, whatever, we don't have to be besties. We can still like question things about each other in some ways, but like, probably I want to see her do well, you know, and she was fun to collaborate with, even if we, you know, have had some spiciness there, right? Executive dysfunction forms and papers be difficult to complete for some people. Yes, every doctor I've ever had says that I have very, 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 yeah, that's the issue, is the executive functioning, truly. I can't even think about it. I have some weird fucking thing about it. I don't know, but yeah. But I never have my fucking idiot documents. I never make my fucking idiot appointments. Yeah, my idiot fucking permit test is in like a couple days. And I passed my first one, obviously. It's just, it expired. So it's like all these other idiot hoops because I missed one thing. So I have to go redo the whole fucking permit test. Meanwhile, I'm trying to work out here, live my life, and like not like literally stab myself in the throat and bleed it out while screaming, hallelujah, make it stop. Fuck's sake. Any of that extra stuff, it is. Yeah, I struggle with that. But not anymore. All I can do is try and keep trying.
I was just sitting there.
You know. But I'm in a confused sector because, like, I don't know, my audience is just really all over the place. And which I like. I like that people can come together and bond, even if they might not normally in day-to-day life. But there are a lot of, like, people who are really deep into, like, lolcow culture and this, like, idea of just, like, viewing some people online as, like, non-human. If they've made some public mistake, they're non-human and don't deserve any kind of human empathy for the rest of their fucking lives. You know? See it happen all the time. And it's like those kinds of, I don't know. And yeah, a lot of it, it's the people who I met through the Thorpe universe, because the content that I did was never like the Thorpe content. I was doing sit-down interviews about autogynephilia. I was not doing... It was just a different vibe. And a different audience. Are you in New York? I'm in New Haven. Jeremy's lost his Son of Washington card forever. I unsubscribed to Jeremy because I don't want to... The thing is, it's like, for shows like Celebrity Sunday, he's just such an easy character to cover. He's always doing something retarded, like, but he's, I don't know, he's on some weird demonic shit that I'm sick of it, you know? I don't want that energy around me, even online. I don't know, just people who are entirely online for different purposes, you know? They have no interest in genuine connection. They're just there to make the most, like, conflict-driven content they can, you know? I don't want to do that. That's why I stopped even doing, like, debates and stuff. I'm just over it. I'm trying to ascend in this bitch. Also, I'm walking, like... I'm trying to carefully avoid, like, dead zones, so... I'm just kind of, like, walking in, like, an L back and forth. Ooh, Japanese booze. Red shirt looks amazing. Thank you. Well, today's the first day wearing it. I just got, like, a 2-pack of turtlenecks. I got a red and a black one. Because I'll always love a black turtleneck. It just always looks nice. It's easy. It goes with everything. Are you drinking Red Bull? Yas. But that's another, like, I am strung out on Red Bull and weed. That's just true. So obviously that's not helping my emotional issues, but it's like you have to get over that hard part first. And I was, like, stressing because I was, like, crying from the bottom of my soul, like, freaking out, and then I had to go to work, so that's how I rationalized buying it, you know. Oop. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's all to distract from the zit, because I'm too old to be breaking out like this, dude. But, yeah. Wicked PMS. Wicked. You want to smoke weed? The other thing with weed is they just haven't had any good weed pens at the store that I go to, and I don't really... I guess I could try a different store. Contemplating if I want to just, like, walk down to the green or not. So my phone's only on 15%. I just shouldn't go too far. You need a break and reset. Well, I kind of felt like I had a break and reset in Florida, kind of. The thing is, I never really fully disconnect because, you know, streaming is, you know, both a source of income and, like, a hobby I really enjoy. And it's become also, like, a social group of its own. And you'll go back and forth with people, but, like, I was under the impression that, like, you can go back and forth with people and, like, argue and whatever, but it doesn't mean you literally want them to die. That seems like kind of, like, crazy to me, but eventually I am gonna just need to detox off of all the Red Bull and weed. Because it's stupid, and all the weed means all the Red Bull to, like, compensate being tired. It's just absolute retardville. It's just a waste of money. It's like, that could be, you know. Oh, also Donkey Kong, I saw him in chat too, pushing some fake news narrative that he gave me $25, or no, there was a $25 prize for a show, and he won, and he said he didn't want the money, and to just give it to charity, you know, to just give it to my mom's, or, like, through our foundation, and then it goes into, we have, like, 8,000 donor advised funds that accrue with money and interest and then go to different foundations. We aren't actually like a facility. Like, that's not normally how foundations work. It's usually something made in someone's memory to help get donations to do and encourage and financially support projects that they believe would honor that person's memory. And that's a lot of places. We've donated, I think, just $100,000 to the soup kitchen downtown and several other places my mom was talking about. So the $25, it's in there, dude. Like, holy shit. You're really going to go around saying I'm trying to rob you from $25 fucking dollars, not give it to charity when I gave half of my portion of the settlement to charity? Yeah, no, I'm going to just do whatever with $200,000. But that $25, I'm definitely going to embezzle and steal that for Red Bull. I just don't get it. Not everyone is evil. People are so cynical too. It's just they always assume like the absolute worst case scenario is the scenario of everyone is just bad actors. But I guess it's a balance because there are people who are genuinely bad actors. And they make it clear, you know, and I just don't want to. This is the reason why I'm looking for new sectors that just at least have like, people can be assholes and stuff, but a common thread of like basic humanity. That's what I'm looking for. Because I'm not trying to make it as Poseidon. I don't like. The people get so confused. It's so annoying. That's literally one subscriber gave her. I mean, no, I do. There's a lot of people who I really appreciate and enjoy in my chat. I've made ornaments for each and every one of them. Even Montero, even the people who are assholes who don't deserve it and would probably lamau if I overdosed. Also, me dying actually wouldn't be great voice content. It just means my channel would cease to exist, which is, I guess, what the Thorpes need to happen because they just can't. I'm just too threatening, I guess. I don't know what the issue is. I'd be at your funeral, Ruby. I mean, the thing is, it's like I have so many good, amazing people in my life who I neglect time with. And then I'm online hanging around a bunch of assholes. And I'm like, why do I even do this? But it's because it's easier. And a lot of people do this. It's just a lot easier if you're fucking exhausted to just interact with people online. Because you can do it from bed. You can do it walking home from work, you know. But I need to remember that, you know, these people don't actually, or at least there's probably like, there's a segment of the audience that genuinely would prefer for me to have like the worst outcome. And I still don't know. It's like, whose puppy did I kill? What was the original big scandal? That I dated Dalmatian dog? Like, yeah, that's been hell for months. I get it. I'm only one bitch out here, people. It's so bright, I can't really see the screen. Hey, He-Man. What song for the funeral? Song for the funeral. I don't know, because it's like you could do, I don't actually, even just thinking, I can't think about like sad songs. It literally makes me cry. I don't want to. There's a lot of like bands me and my brother listen to together that I still just can't really listen to. I can't even like think about it. Like, this is what I mean. I need to be stronger than this. Like, life is only going to get harder. More people are going to die. Nobody online cares. They're happy. They want more death. Whatever. Jewish e-girls are the best e-girls. I don't know why people think I'm Jewish. I guess I have like a prominent nose, but I don't think it's like, I really do feel like usually like the blue eyes and just being Irish and like German. I don't know, but some people see Jews everywhere they look and blame them for every bad thing in the world. No, I know like He-Man does it. There's a lot who don't. But it is kind of like scary to me just how people are. It's frightening. It really does make me feel like these are the end times because it just feels like a biblical level of demonic energy. And a lot of it is happening online on sites like Kick. Like, it's just this real market for watching people die. Like, only used to be like he just had his mom called in like a wellness check. I can't even think of it. It makes me sad too. Like, I don't even know that guy. But like, he like drank himself till, you know, he had major health issues and his toes were amputated. And he's still like drinking, and people are still watching and think it's funny. And, you know, and then seeing his mom like calling wellness checks on him, it's heartbreaking to me. But this is what people watch for fun after work. What does that say about the world we're in? That when people go home after work, the way they want to be entertained is by watching another human suffer and die. It's just crazy to me. That's played. But it just makes me feel like sick on such a spiritual level that then I get freaked out because I'm like, okay, maybe these really are the end times. Like, I need to keep reading the Bible and praying, and I need to just be a better person. Well, only a certain type of audience watches that. Sorry, I just like blow my nose. I'm a sensitive bitch, yeah, just thinking about certain topics, even just about certain songs, it really upsets me. So then it's like, what the fuck am I doing in the most brutal sector of the internet? Huh? What is this shit? I know I'm a masochist to some degree, but like, this is sick. Anywhere else that will take me. I'm actually watching during work. It makes me feel better about my own life. Yeah, I know there's that element of being like, it gets you to feel like you're better than him because you have a different cross to bear and you don't understand his, and he's obviously just some dumb guy. I don't know. Boy, it's fun, be honest. It is, but then I get like, just I take a step back and then I'm realizing that like, I don't know, these aren't really the kind of people I want to spend an extensive amount of time around. If they have like just nothing, you know, what's the point? We could get a new Jeremy in a second. Let me go to the fucking walk-in clinic. Find 20 Jeremys. Just a different drug of choice. Goo goo gaga. A girl once broke my heart, and I'm gonna kill myself in a spectacular display. Oh, that's another thing. See, now I'm casual, everyday sadism, people. Even the rooster. My phone is on low percentage. Just start walking back towards my house. Being empathetic makes online draining. Yeah. It's just like most people are hardwired to have some level of empathy, but there are true psychopaths and they mimic human action. That's why they always think like if you're upset by something, you're faking it, because they're not tapped into that level of perception to feel things in that way. So it'll always seem strange. Like, what's the big deal? What? Who wouldn't want to, like, rape a 2-year-old, huh? Come on, take a joke, dummy. You don't like my joke? Fuck you. You don't like my joke? Die, and we're die. Normal alert. Sorry. That was not really the best. What the fuck? See, this is what I mean. Now I'm it's when I get angry now, it's worse. I say, like, all of a sudden I call people the F slur. I never did that. I've told like 2 separate people to die at this point, Distinction and Jeremy. And it's like, yeah, it's Distinction and Jeremy. So I'm sure we all understand, but God, I need to go lie down. I don't want to be a person anymore. All right, who's going to entertain me when I get home, huh? Is anyone out there? But it is really nice. I guess it's probably in like the high 40s today. Tomorrow is March 1st. So spring is around the corner. It's been a brutal winter. Spring, flowers bloom, happiness blooms. Everyone's happy. Oh, speaking of happiness blooming, my happiness bloomed when I saw that Lo was live with her fucking grandma. They did like this crazy interview. I clipped part of it for Celebrity Sunday, but it's definitely worth watching. And it's always nice to have Lo around. She's also like an empathetic person. The thing is, when you like let yourself feel for people online, it's just too painful at a certain point. And women tend to be more emotionally tapped in than men. So there's a reason why they don't stick around. It sucks. You know? So then all of a sudden I'm getting fucking dogpiled by 8 fucking angry incels. And I'm just a bitch out here. Holy shit. I'm just a bitch out here. Ruby, if you listen to an audiobook, is that considered reading the book? It's a great question that I've thought about myself, because I really do enjoy audiobooks, but it's an entirely different experience for me. And they've done like some studies about how your brain is receiving the information quite differently when you're reading it, and it forces you to engage with like every word in a much more, I don't know. I would say it doesn't, not like, who gives a fuck? Like, there's people who are elitist about anything. And it's really annoying because there's no room to just be a curious book, like a bitch, you know? So does it count as reading? Maybe it's like a new form, but I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever said that I read a book that I only listened to the audiobook of, and if I felt like that was a lie. What have I only... Oh, I was listening to the audiobook of Carl Jung's 7 Sermons for the Dead, and that's also one thing that's freaking me out. But it's also, you know, he's a brilliant mind. Very interesting stuff, regardless of what's the ultimate truth. An internet show, though, pretty good too. I personally like Mean Girl Ruby. She jokes. Yeah, I mean, there's just a balance, you know. Anyway, so I know I'm obviously gonna cover Elijah Schaffer's insane spiral, and then now, you know, the spiral is even looking back at me, Ruby. And it's not that he's slashing at or beefing with Ruby. He's beefing with the world. He's beefing with God, okay? Like, the man, it's a very interesting display to me. And I won't say sociological, because I guess that's people. It's interesting to me in a way of that society is interesting to analyze and have knowledge of, that you can extract by watching and studying different scenarios. So it's like, yeah, I could just say the word sociology, but I want to be accessible for the intellectually challenged, like Deadman, Jeremy, even King's, and he's the most tapped in out of all those motherfuckers, but he's tapped out, baby. Tapped out. I'm so sick of it. It's like, he's of all these bastards, but he chooses to be evil with it, unfortunately. I mean, no, I don't know that he's done anything like evil. It's just I don't know. It's just a confusing social space to try to analyze. That's why I shouted out Universal Jones, because I thought that was cool that he's doing it. Jung is not an easy read. I haven't read it, but as usual with philosophical books, you have to be very aware of the historical context and what ideas primary work. It totally depends on what philosopher you're reading. There's like all different gradients. You can read Francis Bacon or Montaigne, a standalone essay at any point. What are you talking about? And if there's a word you don't understand, it's called Google. That's what I do. Or I just don't read a chapter if it's like not something that's interesting or engaging to me, or if I'm not understanding it. I'll try to understand it, Google a word I don't understand, and then I know a new word, lit. But I don't read like the really heady shit. Like, I like pop psychology, pop philosophy, synthesized for a midwit like me, okay? That's what I like. Like, I'm just another flailing bitch idiot, but I do have some esoteric interest. That's just what I spend my time learning about when I'm not yucking it up on Boyd. JK, everyone that got mad at you for that stream betrayed their IQ. Were people even mad at? I just feel like people are just very confused. But there's also people who only learn information about me through like the Thorpes, who like, you know, who claim that I'm stalking D-Dog and other really definitely reliable factoids there. So people get their own idea, and on a regular basis, this happened somewhat recently, I won't say who, but there will be someone who was pretty harsh or like cruel to me, who later apologized, you know, after getting to know me and understand that they were being manipulated against me, whether it's like in the lolcow universe, they said crazy shit about me to turn a lot of the hosts against me. But it's just not how I roll. What's up, Doge? I can't see half the chats. No shit, ain't y'all noticed the young books? At least you know your place, midwit. Perfect Storm podcast. All I know is I'm retard. Young is not an easy. Oh, I like the Jack. Are you not seeing my comments or ignoring? Gamer. Obviously, I'm not fucking seeing them, dude. I hate comments like that. I'm looking. Do you guys see my eyeballs? Do you think I can read chat from this angle? Like, and if I was ignoring you, I'd be ignoring you. Why ask? Sorry. That was reactive to y'all, but I'm not. I can't see the phone, you fools. I've said it like 20 times. I'm glancing at chat. Like when I go like this, I can barely read it. It's like super bright out. But, oh my God, it's just questions like that drive me insane. Or when you're like Sunny Waffles, just sending a question mark. Or just like, if I don't miss something, it's like, hey, why are you intentionally ignoring me? I'm so mad that you're intentionally ignoring me. I can't see the chat. Sorry. All right, well, thank you guys for joining me for this walk. I'm sorry I yelled at you, gamer. It's just stuff like that just gets up my dick. Just fucking stop. You do need to step off my fucking cock a little. It's just a bit much. I'm sorry. But like, oh my God, that's just, I get so triggered by questions like that. Like, he just asked if oh my God, I'm sorry. It's okay. I know you're not trying to be mean or anything. You're not trying to be annoying. It's just, I think sometimes, can you just tell, like, if my eyeballs are way somewhere else and the chat moves, like, I don't see every chat. I don't have a big chat. It's okay, I'm wrong. No, you're not. It's not even necessarily wrong to ask it, but I am very triggered when people ask me that because it just doesn't make sense to even ask. If you think you're being ignored by someone, why would you ask them, why are you, like, why wouldn't you assume rather like, hey, she said 8,000 times that she can't see the screen because it's so bright, you know? Anyway, I'm sorry that yelling was... the yelling was much. I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel bad, or it's just something I personally just get annoyed by stuff like that sometimes, and it can just be a little overbearing, like, you know, that's all. You're fine. We're good. I gotta go though. I'm gonna go rest.